My name is Dr. Sampa Mukuka. I'm a gynecologist from Zambia. I came to learn about the Merck Fertility Training Program through the First Lady's Office, which is Esther Lungu Foundation Trust. So this is an organization that looks at the plight of the women and helps to promote their human rights within the Zambian community. In my country, where I'm coming from, fertility forms the center of an important area in society. Every woman, when she gets married, what everyone would want is to see her having children. So as such, fertility becomes an important aspect and an important area in the community where I'm coming from. And therefore, it is very, very important that our patients start receiving the care in reproductive health services, fertility care services. Also, very few people are trained in embryology and other areas that contribute to the provision of fertility care. Currently, in my country, Zambia, there is no institution that offers fertility training program to the doctors as well as even other health workers. So as a result, that poses a challenge. That poses a challenge to the provision of services within the public health, within the public institutions within the country. Fertility in a woman forms the center of attention in the Zambian community, and women who suffer from infertility are usually faced with social rejection and neglect due to the disorder that they are suffering from. And as such, you find that these women tend not to take a center stage in even community participation when it comes to social functions and other activities that happen in the community. So they face serious rejection in the community, and that is a big social problem. A woman can be infertile, or should I say a couple can have subfertility issues. So it can be the man or the woman. But most of the times, the blame is shifted on the woman, and as such, the woman suffers more psychological trauma compared to the man. Male infertility is not a it's not a topic that is spoken very much about in the Zambian context or in the Zambian community, and this results into men not being aware that the problem could be the man when it comes to infertility issues. So the awareness is not so much among the men, but there is more awareness among women than men. This training has opened a lot of doors to opportunities of how we are going to manage women back in my country. And this training, as it is, has also addressed issues to do with the economics surrounding fertility treatments. Furthermore, the training is going to help my community in terms of having quality fertility care services within a public institution. Many are times when patients just depend on the private-owned institutions for fertility care, but this time the services will be provided right in a public hospital. When I learned about the Merck Fertility Training Program, I had high expectations of what I'm going to learn, and most of these expectations, after having gone through the training, have actually been made, and the training itself has even gone beyond to actually address a lot of important issues regarding provision of these services within a low-cost framework. Back in my country, most of the services that we used to provide were just ovulation induction and in some places we used to provide IUI. But going further after this training, it is possible for us to even provide IVF services within the public institution, as long as we get to have the equipment available, and that service will actually be available to the general public. So the Merck Fertility Training Program gave me an opportunity to have hands-on training as regards to fertility. We had the first 3 weeks. I want to encourage my fellow doctors, the gynecologists back in Zambia, that this is a good training program, and it's a well-structured program that gives you insights into treatment of fertility, and it will expose you to a lot of new techniques that are currently being used around. I want to thank the Merck Foundation for giving me an opportunity to be trained in fertility, and this has been a very good experience for me, and an eye-opener for me, and an improvement to the services that I'll be able to provide back in my country. Zambia.